I see little to be gained by putting the country through that kind of a wrenching experience. The only thing worse than putting through the country through the trauma of impeachment is putting the country through the trauma of a failed impeachment. That's right. Tom Steyer, disappointed by Pelosi's comments as well, interestingly enough, because he's been very pro-impeachment from the beginning. All right, yeah, so that's where probably the Democratic Party stands yet, but I highly doubt, and I think it would be criminal if that position from Nancy Pelosi wasn't open to change. Like, if she wasn't open-minded by the impeachment position, it's not set in stone by any stretch of the imagination. My position on impeachment right now is wait and see, but that's set on. I could probably be convinced. I could very easily be convinced if someone came up to me and say, okay, here's why Trump should be impeached. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And I thought it was good. I thought it was real impeachable offenses that would actually mean something to the American people if presented. I mean, I'd be for it in 2 seconds flat. It's just that simple. Yeah, so that's how that works. Yeah, now it is almost Friday, but we got a fun story for you today. Late last night, he's an 88-year-old former senator, Mike Gravel. He started posting tweets, or an account under his name did. Mike Gravel, former senator on the Democratic Party, started posting tweets on this account. The tweets, for the most part, were about Gravel running for president, something he's not done since 2008. He hasn't been senator since 1981. They were clear that any candidacy would exist solely for the purposes of pushing other Democratic candidates to the left on their handling of foreign policy in the military-industrial complex. He wrote, I am considering running in the 2020 primary. This is, quote-unquote, Mike Gravel. The goal will not be to win, but to bring a critique of the American imperialism to the Democratic debate stage. The website, MikeGravel.org, is under construction. The official announcement will be in the coming days. I mean, it is kind of weird that he's 81-year-old senator is learning to tweet so well. But the story gets even stranger. And this is where I really get proud. Gravel's account is being run by a, quote, group of students in Westchester, New York. That's where I'm from. Shout out Westchester, New frickin' York, baby. Yeah, so one of them told Splinter interview convinced the former senator to think about running again. He's thinking about it. The teens have spent the last 24 hours furiously bleep posting under Gravel's name and doing memes with people who are still on Twitter at 1 a.m. last night. So yeah, they've been trying to raise excitement for it, and it's kind of gone viral. Yeah, and he even put a Mike Gravel 2020 starter pack. He put a picture of Dick Cheney, Elliot Abrams, I think that's Henry Kissinger, I'm not sure, but then a picture of handcuffs as well. Like, got my support there, got my support. Splinter reached out to the email address on the Gravel campaign committee website and heard back from a high school student named David Ox, who's one behind Gravel's fiery tweets. Ox said the exploratory committee sure is real and Gravel is on board with it. Gravel said the same thing to a Politico reporter on Tuesday night. Ox is a high school senior from who previously tried to run for mayor of his small New York town, which is interesting. This is apparently in Manhattan, but I'm looking for it. Just even trying to find out where he actually lived. So, yeah, because I mean, I know the towns in Westchester because I'm from there, and I think it'd be very interesting. Ardsley, New York. No way, Ardsley, New York. That's crazy. That's literally right from where I am. That's awesome. Yeah. So he told Splinter News that he and several friends are avid listeners of the Chapo Trap House podcast. Like, this is this kid literally me or what? I mean, I love Chapo Trap House. Which mentioned Gravel in a recent episode. About a week ago, he said he and a couple friends reached out to Gravel and asked if they would consider making a run for president. Their pitch was clear. My friends and I are encouraging him to consider running for president with the idea that he would, being that he would not try to contest any primaries, he would just try to get into the Democratic debates. Ox and his friends were clearly inspired by Gravel's performance in the 2008 debates, where he delivered a searing indictment of American foreign policy and interventionism and stuff like that. Was obviously fresh on the heels of Iraq. I absolutely love this story so much, and I kind of want to reach out to them, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. All right, that's it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow. You just got the world in 15 minutes. It's a wake up.